What's up, everybody? It's Nick Smith. I'm here at the Next Level Arcade. We're about to launch into some Wii Bowling with Faiz from Barco, and we're going to talk over some of the Barco tech that is hot in the industry. Let's get started. Hello. Welcome.
Hello.
Glad to have you here.
Thank you so much, Nick. And it's I believe it's going to be a very different experience because this is the first time I'm going to play and have this interactive talk about the interactive experiences as well.
Well, we figured if we're going to talk interactivity, we might as well interact with something while we're playing.
Yes.
All right,
that was a good shot.
Yeah, but I missed 3 pins. So.
I never knew discussion's going to be so immersive. While it becomes more like an immersive experience discussion.
That is the way it should be. That is how all technology. So before I throw my next spin, so what is exciting for you right now, not just from Barco, but in the Pro AV presentation broadcast industry right now? What do you think is the hot thing?
You have asked me the right question, obviously, and I know you're going to play the right shot as well.
Yeah,
you're not showing it right, but it's okay. For me, obviously, what I believe what's exciting for me right now, Nick, is that the way I see the industry is transforming towards the interactive storytelling experience. The way projection and immersive experience technology is being used for storytelling, I like it.
Yeah.
And I've been seeing so many transformations around it. Just yesterday, I was reading a case study about a museum in India that's called Atma Manthan Museum, and which in English it means introspection museum. They have created a museum out of for introspection, where you go for self-realization, where you go for spiritual exploration, where you have different immersive experience galleries out there, and when you go there, you touch the elements of heart, soul, mind, and overall, it's like a spiritual storytelling experience. This is the first time I saw something like that, and I was really surprised the way projection technology is shaping the storytelling experience, the way it is elevating the storytelling experience and giving altogether a different dimension. So that's how technology has to be used. That's how I see technology being used in the future as well.
Interesting. You're up. There it is.
Oh!
There it is. There it is.
Look at that. Wow.
So that's interesting because so much of what we see in the museums is about sort of the immersive art experience, right? And it's like, hey, how can we present Van Gogh? How can we present these great artists by making them immersive? It's awesome to see somebody go the other direction and say it's less about the art, it's about the human soul.
Exactly.
Right? The spirit.
Exactly.
You got another one.
Let me throw it and then answer your question again. Wow, I've knocked it down.
That is brilliant.
Yes. Just like Barco is knocking it down right away. Exactly. The same thing we are doing in the projection and image processing technology. We are knocking it down. Product by product, solution by solution, segment by segment, and the 2 left.
Yeah, I wanted all of them.
We all want all of them.
So what is the most, from Barco's sort of development right now, what do you see as one of the most cutting edge pieces of technology? What is it that Barco is doing to shape the industry?
So see, from product perspective, from solution perspective, from service perspective, from product quality, efficiency, effectiveness, serviceability, we are working on all fronts, and especially quality at the end of the day. So Barco is known for its quality. It's the epitome of quality when you see in the projection and image processing technology or any technology where Barco is there. So we have been into products every time. If you see in the last couple of years, every year we are launching new products to cater to the market. So we are from everywhere. If you see the projection technology, we start from boardrooms until theme parks. We have products for each and every technology out there. And that's what is our focus as well. We really want to develop products for each and every application, each and every segment out there. So,
which is a lot of segments, so that's a lot of product.
Exactly, that's a lot of products. So that's why you see our single chip DLP projector segment has been expanding. Our 3-chip projectors, where we have been the leaders, it's expanding. Our image processing portfolio has expanded a lot. We recently launched the Encore 3, which has created a lot of wave around the market. We launched the Gateway, IO Gateway, which is all about IPMX.
Yeah.
So Barco has been talking about each and every technology. Whatever we develop, we really want that it should be efficient, it should be effective, it should be qualitative, and that's why we keep going to end customers, we keep going to installers, we keep going to the integration community to get to know about their feedbacks, their pain points, what exactly that they needed. And that's why we come up with solutions that can change the world.
All right, you're up again. So where does, I hit A button.
Oh, I need to hit the A button. Let me throw, yes.
So when you're developing these products, where does sort of the technology meet customer experience? Because a lot of times you can develop really great technology, but it isn't always easy to use. So how does, sort of the customer experience affect, shall we say, the the usability, the interface, not just the requirement of what it does? How do you see that?
Let me throw it and then answer your question. And
Look
see,
at you on fire.
exactly, and that's how Barco knocks down the what you call it, the usability and the competition and all these factors. Because see, for us, user experience is the most important part, because we really want technology that is powerful, yet accessible. We definitely, that's why whenever we develop a technology, before developing a technology, we go to, you remember we had a call with you while probably last time, we go to all of our distribution partners, we go to our integrators, we go to the end users to understand their pain points and then come up with solutions that can resolve those pain points. That's why for us, user experience is one of the most important pain points. And then obviously, after delivering the solutions as well, we go back again to the end customers to get their feedbacks. That's how our NPI scores keeps on improving. That's how probably we go back and improve our services, improve our post-sales experience as well. So user experience remains the key to a complete ecosystem.
Well, and that's interesting because you talk about, the concept of ecosystem now is, with the new IP products, with everything you're developing, you truly do have a pretty robust ecosystem. Not just the projection anymore, it's all those elements. Here he goes, going for his third spare of the day. Oh, slow roll, I like those.
Oh, missed it. No worries, there's always a second chance.
So, well, that was, but we'll have another one coming up soon. All right, so let's step back from Barco. Let's look at the industry as a whole. When we look at the Pro AV industry, what technology right now do you see as sort of something that is maybe emerging or really shaping the AV industry? What do you think's out there right now that, either Barco's currently in or hoping to be in soon? But what do you see as that next level tech?
As a next level, what I see is, I think there'll be more hybrid spaces coming up where projection, LED, interactive displays, they all come together to give that dynamic view to the customers, create that multi-user environments, because that's where technology is moving. Everybody needs a space where they can use it for multi-use purposes. That's where LED, projection, and obviously the control room stuff comes into the picture.
Do you see those technologies coming into the same room, or will people still make this is a projection room versus an LED room?
The dream thing would be that we create one immersive space with all of this combined. That's how technology immerses and it creates a win-win for each one of us.
Interesting.
Yeah. That's your chance, I guess.
No, it's you.
Oh, that's me. Let me knock it down.
I got a strike on the, oh, that's a nice
Wow.
one. Oh, one. Is there two hiding there? Or is one?
Yeah, wow.
Oh, two.
That two, and it becomes tough.
With the rise of LED, I mean, obviously, there's so many LED manufacturers out there. There's so many folks. Have you seen a dip in projection, or are you seeing a growth in projection right now?
Honestly speaking, if you see the AVIXA report, projection is bound to grow from 2024 to 2030 by approximately 3% CAGR. That's what AVIXA report says. Because, and why I believe projection is bound to grow, because there are more and more avenues coming up where projection is playing a very pivotal role. Did you see more of the storytelling experiences which is now happening? You see more and more house of worships. You see more and more museums getting converted to immersive experience. You see more and more interactive storytelling happening. I saw a cellular jail where storytelling is happening on the cellular jail wall. So that's where.
Is that due to the cost of projection being so much more affordable and the infrastructure?
It's not. I don't think so. It's only the cost of production. It's about the technology adoption, and most importantly, when I now go to such a immersive thing, it's much more easier to go back to your history. If I need to take my kids to a more of a historical session, I'll take them to an immersive experience where they can regain the history, they can then retouch the history through an immersive experience rather than just reading a book, which is always good. But then when you go to such experiences, you see it, you believe it, you get immersed into it. That's why it's called immersive experience. You get immersed into the technology. You get immersed into the history. So if you really want to go back into the history, it's not just the artificial artifacts or something which is static, it's more immersive. It's the visual storytelling that captures the attention of each one of us.
So that's interesting because one of my favorite experiences, I was in Rome a number of years ago with my wife, and there was a nighttime tour that we did where they would recreate ruins that were literally a pile of rocks, but they would recreate them in projection and show you what that artifact was, what that building was at one time, right? Which is, it's hard to, sometimes you get the pamphlet and you look at it and go, oh, that's great, but then to see it appear, in the middle of the night when they would project on these walls and show this, here's what this building looked like, that was amazing. Because then I was like truly in awe of what that ruin was, what that building was, versus looking at a little picture on my phone of what could have been there.
Exactly, and that's how I see it. If you see right now in Middle East, more and more mountains are being used as projection mapping experience.
Really? Mountains?
Yeah, mountains. They call it Wadi, Hanifa and Wadi, all those beautiful mountains. They're using it for the rocks. They're using it for projection mapping experience. More and more places they're using it for projection experience, and especially in the parts where they're using for house of worships. In India, they're using it for many of the temples where they're using the projection experience, and that is gathering a lot of tourism as well. So
it's interesting. We watched. Because I have young children, and so when New Year's comes around, we always want to get them to bed at a reasonable hour. So getting the opportunity to watch 4th of July or New Year's Eve celebrations from around the world, because they've already happened. And there were some amazing presentations where they projected on the sides of buildings and kind of ran that. And it was such a great use of projection, which would be undoable with LED. I mean, the cost factor of trying to do that with LED wouldn't be worth it.
Exactly.
So it's amazing to see, projection is still alive and kicking, even when it's
And every time I hear that projection is declining, projection is coming down, but every year I've been seeing more and more avenues which are embracing projection to deliver that immersive technology. If you see Niagara Falls in Canada, I come from Canada, and the way probably Barco has developed that immersive experience for Niagara Falls using that Barco G100 projectors, it's amazing. Nice. It's like an experience. You go and get that experience. So similarly, it's not only about Barco, as an industry as well. I think there's a lot of left for projection, and the future is certainly bright for all of us.
I love that.
Yeah.
All right.
So that's why we say that we are visionaring a bright future. That's what Barco's tagline is, because that's what we do.
Well, because the projectors are bright.
Yeah.
That's amazing. All right, we're gonna wrap up our game here, but thank you so much for watching. Faiz, thank you so much for being here, making Barco a part of the Next Level Tech Arcade Studio Edition. We'll see you all later on another episode.